Now this video is going to help you build significant amounts of trust. Now when building trust, there's many things to consider, but here are some of my top tips. Number one, always complimenting the individual. Compliments, everyone feels good about them, and the more authentic compliments you give, maybe it's something that a person's wearing, it's a ring they're wearing, it's a watch they're wearing, the shirt they're wearing, maybe you like my shirt, hopefully you do. But compliments will already help to lower the person's defenses, because again, when you're selling an item to another individual, people's defenses are up. Everyone has been sold something they didn't want before, so the defense levels are right up here. They're not down and relaxed because you don't have a level of rapport yet. Rapport or trust are two very similar things, so I'm going to interchange the words throughout this video too. So compliment is the first one. Second part is then by showing them something that they really like. Again, we're talking about jewelry here. So when a person tells you, oh, I'm looking for this, this, and this, maybe they do drop even a price range at you too. By you listening to the person, and then when you've gone to find something that they've mentioned, and you bring back something that's as close as possible, not $2,000, $3,000, or $5,000 above what they've said, this can already start to really help because it shows that you're actually listening to the person that's in front of you. And now another thing that can really help to build trust is understanding the DISC personality profile. This is direct, influencing, steady, and cautious. These are 4 basic personality types, and a lot of people like more people that are like themselves. So a direct person, for example, is very short and to the point. Not short as in physical height short, but short as in they're not the people that are going to chit chat with you about a bunch of different things. Their mother, sister, auntie, cousin. They're going to be more to the point about things. Now the influencing person, the I, is more of the chit chat, like, yeah, I'd love to talk more, I'm not, what about this, and then they're going to the whole conversation going about their dog, their cat, their mother, their sister, their vacation. They're going to go on to many different things. And now the steady person is the person that needs the assistance, that wants someone that's on their side. It's more so using wording like, we're going to make this decision together, that I'm going to help you, that I want to make sure that you find the very best thing. I want to make sure that if you did get something today, that it wasn't something that's just going to go back and sit in your jewelry box at home. So, you know, that's that feeling of you being there on their side to be able to help them or guide them to make the right decision. And I'm a very big believer in that because most people that come into shopping for an item like jewelry doesn't have a lot of the knowledge behind it. Now, this isn't everyone, but majority of people don't have a lot of the knowledge behind it. They've researched it maybe a little bit, they've hopped online, maybe they're even comparing your prices with an online price, which is totally incorrect. Terrible thing to be able to do. So that is, so we've done D, I, S, and now C, cautious. The cautious person is the person that will want to study. The person that says to you, do you know what, let me do my research about that and I'll contact you, I'll come back tomorrow, or I'll give me a call within a week, or something like that. They're going to tell you no matter what you say, no matter how much of a good price is given to that person, it's always, I need to research it, I need to research it, I need to research it. Now, how do you deal with people like this? It's by having information on hand with you. It's not hard for you to be able to have looked through a few different websites and printed out a few different screenshots or printed out some pages from a couple different websites to be able to provide to the person while they're actually there in front of you. So that way you can continue the conversation with, you know what, absolutely, I agree, and you should do some research. And I'm a big researcher myself into this side of things. So what I've done is I've actually already printed out the top 5 websites that you're going to find online, and I have the information right here for you. For a moment, let me show you some of the key points that I found that actually helped me learn a little bit more when I did this research too. So that, again, most people will not do this or have this information on hand for the person that's going to say this. And if you've sold any item, not just jewelry, that we're talking about for a long enough time, you have people that are going to consistently come and do this. So you need to come up with a method to be able to overcome it. Now, if you're getting, or you have an objection that pops up very, very regularly, then scroll on down into the comments, let me know what that objection is, and I'll be able to help you handle it too. I've been selling jewelry, I've been selling lots of different items though, since I've been 16 and I'm 28 now. So for over 10 years, I've been selling many different items and I've heard every objection, and there's very similar ways to be able to deal with them. Even if you're watching this and you're within a different industry and you've just come across this video by YouTube recommending it. So thank you, YouTube, if you did that too. And if YouTube did recommend this to you, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well, because there's more videos that are going to help you out when it does come into your ability to be able to sell jewelry. Now let's talk even further about trust. With trust, it can be even asking a person a little bit more, for a little more information about something that they already own. So let's say the person's walked in, it's a diamond ring that they own, or it's something that they own, and you've complimented them about it. Ask them a little bit more about it too. About that watch, about that t-shirt, where did you get it from? Oh, interesting. Like, things like this can help to open a conversation which isn't just directly tied into the area of sales. But you might be surprised by, after the item you've complimented a person about and you ask them, oh, can you tell me a little bit more about that? Or where did you get it from? That there might be some connection when it does come back to jewelry. Just to give you an idea, there are state gemstones for every single state in America, a different gemstone that represents every single state. Maybe the person got that item from a different state. Then you can take that into the conversation of, did you know what gemstone represents your state or that state? Or, interesting, did you know, I was actually researching state gemstones and I found out just very recently that the state gemstone for this one is that too. And it's interesting because they're similar color to your shirt, to your watch, to whatever it is that person then ended up purchasing. Now, by you asking for more information, as I said, it opens conversation. More conversation flowing between one person and another, the more chance you have to be able to build a little bit of rapport or trust. Now, do keep this in mind, some people are very straight and to the point about things, so they don't like as much of their chit chat like that too. So hopefully some of these ideas are going to help you build more trust with more customers and be able to help you close even more sales. And now what's going to help you build even more trust is if you know how to outsell your competitors. So what you're going to do next is click the video you see here on the screen, and it's some top tips that are going to help you outsell your competitors.